Hi guys, and welcome back to another tarot video on my channel. Today we're gonna ask Spirit about what is the truth of this connection, like what is the truth about the specific situation that you are asking about. In this case it could be like some kind of situationship, some kind of relationship, some kind of some situation where you just don't know what's going on. Maybe you have received unclear messages, unclear signs. You're not sure where this connection is going, how it's going to develop, or why you may be in the situation. So we're asking about a specific situation with person here. And we're gonna have 3 groups today: group 1, group 2, and group 3. These are the cards that I pulled for you, pre-shuffled, and I'm gonna put some objects on them now, so you can choose your pile with an object to it. There you go. Today I chose dice because recently I started my first D&D campaign, pen and paper campaign. I mean, I'm not the one who started the campaign, but I'm participating as one of the characters. It's with 3 of my friends, and I I ordered 3 stuffs of dice, and yeah, so I thought maybe we could choose dice to choose our pies today. And this first one is it kind of has some green and some gold in it. It's this kind of 4 sides dice, and I don't know if you can see this, probably not. There's like a gold symbol in there. It kind of looks like a wolf mask. This is gonna be the dice for group 1. Group 2 has this the space dice. It's now let me count. There are 8 sides to this dice, and it has like these blue and black colors. Kind of looks like space, with these glittery stars. Don't know if you can see it very well, but it's glittering and I love it. This is gonna be the dice for group 2. Let me just find the 2. There it is. And group 3 has this transparent dice with the I don't think it's gold, it's like brownish goldish numbers on it, and it has like this black shadow, this black color splashes in there, which I adore. Like when you put it in the light, when you put it under sunlight, it's so beautiful. This is gonna be the dice for group 3. Now, where's the 3? There's a 3. These are going to be the 3 groups, and if you need more time to choose your pile, then pause the video right now and take all the time that you need. If you already know which pile you're going to choose, you can scroll down to the description box or to the comments and jump right ahead to your group. If you want to stay and see which decks, tarot and oracle we're going to be using, then you can do that. Feel free. It's only going to take a minute. For the tarot today, we have the traditional Rider-Waite's tarot. And we're gonna have 4 different oracle decks. The first one is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck by Kim Kranz that we're gonna be using. Then we'll have the Divine Masculine Archetypes and Behavior deck, the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle deck, also by Kim Kranz. And yeah, these are gonna be the oracle decks and the tarot deck that we use in this reading. And yeah, I say let's go ahead, and I'm gonna see you in your reading. Hello and welcome. If you guys chose this green and half green, half transparent, half gold pen and paper dice with this golden wolf mask that I guess you still can't see. I'm not actually sure if it's a wolf. It sounds like it looks just like some kind of beast, not actually a wolf. Like a mix of bear and wolf and something else. Like some kind of creature, fantasy creature. You choose. And yeah, then this is gonna be your reading. Let's put your dice over there for now. And yeah, let's take a look at the cards that I shuffled for you, starting with the tarot cards. First one that came out for you was the Six of Wands. We're off to a very good start here. Then we have the Hanged Man, the Sun. Ooh, I like that. The Wheel of Fortune, and your last card. Oh, yes, the Two of Cups. Well, this is kind of very cute, very cute. Good one. Okay, so for the oracle cards that I'm going to show you now, I pulled two of the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit cards to get like an idea of how you and this person you're asking about, that you are in a situationship or like kind of connection with, how you two relate to each other, like how, like what are your roles in this connection, where do you guys stand? And for this question, we got the Swan and the Dragonfly. Yeah, and then I pulled like a couple of the Divine Masculine archetype and behavior deck to like get an idea. The question I was asking was how this person represents themselves to you. It doesn't matter if they more masculine or feminine, if they are what you know gender they identify with. I just have I just have the masculine archetypes and behavior, but I use it like for, you know, without actually attaching the gender masculine to it, because everyone can have masculine energy and feminine energy. We all have both. So yeah, this is not like, don't get stuck on the word masculine here. And for these we have the addict, using, dependency, unhealthy, depressive, having problems, not taking care, lying to themselves or others. And the child, unripe, immature, mommy's boy, and not evolved, too young, inexperienced. So this is how this person might like present themselves to you, or how they like are represented in the stack. What this was the question I was asking. And the last card, the Wild Unknown archetype, is the answer to the question, why do you experience the situation? Like, what can you learn from it? Why is this happening? For what sense, you know, what is the thing that you can learn here? What is the reason that this connection is how it is? And for that, we got number 5, the Orphan. Okay, so group 1. This is actually a very cute spread. If I may start with the tarot here. The Six of Wands is telling me whatever situation, whatever person you've been asking about, situation you might be in might seem a bit foggy right now. Like, you might be at a point where not knowing where this is going. I think we're talking about a person here that could be a love interest, doesn't have to be. I get like with the child and the Sun and the Orphan, it could also be like a literal child. It could be your child, it could be someone else's child, or it could be like in general a child adult relationship. Like, you could be the person that is kind of the child here, even if you're not, you know, at a child's age. It could be a parent, for example, or like a parental figure that you're dealing with. But for most of you, it might be like a love interest, like a person who you're romantically interested in. The situation right now, whatever it is, has like a positive outcome. This is what I can see here. Like with the Six of Wands, this is definitely gonna be a victorious outcome to it. Like, you'll be happy in the ending. With the Sun here, this is definitely a relationship that is predestined to succeed, you know. It's destined to have a successful outcome. It's destined to, you know, be a happy relationship, whatever relationship it is. So the truth of this situationship is actually the Sun. It's in the middle of the spread here. It's directly over the Orphan that we're going to talk about in a second. But in general, I can see here it's that the truth of this connection is it's supposed to bring you happiness, supposed to like lead you to your own happiness, like back to your happiness, because there's something that you can learn here, something that this connection is for, which I'm going to talk about in a second. let's just stay with the tarot for now. The Hanged Man is telling me that the question, like the reason why you'd be asking this question, like what is the truth of this connection, because you don't know, is like there's the problem of perspective here. Like you might have a different view on the things than this person. You might have been like at a point where you don't see the full truth. There could be things that you don't see here, things that this person is not telling you, things that you just haven't acknowledged, haven't noticed, that, you know, that's part of the truth, but it's not all clear to you yet. But this is gonna change with the Wheel of Fortune here. Things are turning in your favor. This connection is extremely guided and protected, group one. So this is actually like all leading up to bring you more clarity, to bring you the actual happiness that it's supposed to be. And the reason why I said this could be a love interest is because of the Two of Cups here, of course, and because of the Sun as well. Because the Two of Cups is always about some kind of an emotional offer. Like most times, it talks about a love offer. And in this case, I think that yeah, most of you will be dealing with a love interest here that is, you know, also interested in you, if I can say this. Like if you've been asking this question, yeah, they are definitely romantically interested in you, or at least they care about you very, very much. And this, yeah, this situation is not gonna just fade or anything. There is going to be some point, some moment of truth, some moment of clarity, some moment of this offer being made. This could be, you know, like a conversation. This could be a literal offer, like, you know, asking you out on a date, or it could be like something related to your emotional bond, like the emotional bond that you two are having. If this is some kind of child relationship, like if this is a child that you're dealing with, or if it's like a child adult relationship in general, then this is definitely also having like a successful outcome. But it might be not like a love offer coming in. Maybe it's more like an apology. This could be an apology. It could be like a resolution, like a no, not resolution, a solution to a problem that's arisen. You know, parent-child relationships, they can be difficult. Most of them are difficult. They're very delicate because children, like they are so dependent on adults, on their parents especially, and on any authoritative figure. Sorry, I'm just I'm talking too fast maybe. Kind of have to take a deep breath. Whew. Okay, so yeah, what I was saying, if you like having an argument with your child, or if you're like the one who has like been in an argument with your parents or with some kind of authoritative figure, if this is the problem here, if you two have been, you know, having issues, then there's gonna come like an apology, like some kind of resolution to this problem. Yeah, things are definitely turning in your favor, and for you, the best thing that you might do about this connection is to sit back and get a clear perspective, like try to look at things from like another angle, from a different point of view that you have been so far. This is kind of the tip here that I'm giving you, because it's all about perspective, okay? If you look at things from just one point of view, then you might be missing the whole truth. You might be missing all the good stuff about it. For example, if you like are in a situationship with someone that you're romantically interested in, and you're like only seeing this person from a point of view of this love interest, then you might miss out on the friendship that you two have, or the relationship that this person has with their friends, or with their parents, or like with someone related to you, with the institution that you might both be in, or the community that you both share. That may be like some reason there that you know, you have this problem in this relationship. So just look at the situation from all points of view. Try to get another perspective. Try to get like a broader perspective, or maybe step into this person's shoes and try to figure them out. Because I can see here group 1. Sorry, I wanted to call you group 2, but you're group 1. Like if I look at these cards, the addict and the child, this person is, you know, presenting themselves to you as quite challenging. I mean, I can see why you may be struggling here. This person is like kind of immature, like showing up a bit, you know, childish, joking. I think you two may have a very upbeat, a very light relationship to each other. Like you might be joking around a lot. There might be a lot of fun involved in the relationship and the connection. But it could be that this person has kind of some kind of addiction, maybe related to, doesn't have to be drugs. It could be anything that's become unhealthy. It could be like in relation to their diet, or in relation to any kind of behavior, any kind of hobby. Like anything can become addictive, even the healthiest things. Like if you work out too much, or if you eat too healthy, you know, it's developing into orthorexia, for example. Like there could be any kind of addictive streak to this person, like any kind of, no, that would mean that you are like addicted to them. It could also be the case, like there might be some toxicity here. You might be seeing that there's a possibility that you get addicted to this person, or this person could get addicted to you in some way. But I don't see that happening. I don't think that these archetypes are representing the truth here. Group 1. It doesn't seem like the truth. Like this person, it seems like you two haven't actually got to the point where you've been like getting to the real deep conversations, you know. I think the first impression that you get of this character is like a bit immature, like a bit problematic. Maybe you see that this person might be dealing with something, might be struggling with something, might be younger than you, or you might be younger than them. It's also the way I said maybe this is like a relationship between a child and an older person. But I don't see like any signs of toxicity here, like at all. It might seem this way because of the lesson that is behind this connection, group 1, that I'm gonna talk about now. Because we have here with the swan and the dragonfly 2 very ethereal creatures. The swan is like water energy, so one of you could be a water sign. We're talking Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces here, or have like water energy in the chart. This one is a very, very creative energy. Like it brings, like it leads us to our creativity inside, basically. If you think of the swan, in many like stories and many fairy tales, the swan is kind of represented as you know, that sounds weird, but as a boat, you know. Like you can sit on a swan's back and they kind of bring you to your destination. In this case, the swan is kind of leading you to your creativity inside. And the dragonfly is very like airy. This is air energy, but you know, dragonflies are always near to the water. The dragonfly is also like a very old creature, like a yeah, like the dragonfly. It's been used in very, very old scripts and you know, tales and poetry for centuries, for decades. And the dragonfly has so many meanings. Like if you think about, the dragonfly has like it has several elements that's kind of representing them, because you have the water, like the dragonfly is always near the water, but it's a fly, so like it's flying around, so this is the air in it. And then you have the dragon, like that's fire breathing. So the dragonfly is very adaptive, and also it holds like a lot of magic, a lot of potential. Like it could be related to the magician in the traditional tarot. So the dragonfly usually holds a lot of magic, a lot of creative potential as well. So I see that one of you could be, like I see both of you being very creative spirits, very kind, very empathetic, very deep looking spirits that kind of have a very special like perspective on life. You look at things, both of you look at things, and you see like the good, and you see the wonder in it. If you look at nature, if you look at children, if you look at each other, you mostly see the wonder, and you admire it. And one of you or both of you could be like each other's muses. This is what I'm seeing, like you both trigger each other's creativity. So I don't know, maybe one of you is writing poetry about this connection, or maybe one of you is writing songs about this connection. It's just, yeah, you seem to spark each other's excitement and creativity a lot. And these, like the both of these energies, they go very well with each other. If you look at these both cards, they have both these green and blue color palettes in them, and they have, like, they look kind of similar. The energies are very very balanced here. So definitely you two would make a good couple. And I think this is what your person is seeing as well, or at least they're feeling it if they're not seeing it yet. And you know, with the last card here, with the orphan, group 1, this was the card that I pulled to the question, what lesson can be learned here? Like, why is this connection appearing as it is appearing? The orphan is number 5 in the Wild Unknown Archetypes oracle deck. And you know, this is kind of the energy of like the hardships that we face in modern society. It's also about abandonment, like the fear of abandonment. It's about childhood wounds. If you think of an orphan, a child that has been orphaned loses both parents, right? So there is definitely an abandonment wound here. Fear of rejection could be playing into that. So I think the two of you firstly come together as, you know, reflecting these unhealed wounds to each other, like childhood wounds. This is why the child comes up as well. Like, this person might show you subconsciously, like unwillingly even, what you haven't healed in your relationship with your parents. Like, there might be that one of you actually is an orphan, or one of you has, or both of you have difficult relationships with one parental figure or with both parental figures. This could look like one parent wasn't emotionally available, or, you know, physically available at all in their childhood. It could be that one parent kind of, you know, abandoned the child in one way or another. It could be emotionally, it could be even like an abusive relationship here, or like one parent of you or of your person, or both of you, could have had an addiction, and this is kind of the reason they were unavailable when, you know, you or your person or both of you were a child. Because addiction, like I know this for myself, because you know, my father, it was kind of the same thing. Yeah, like my father was battling an addiction, and wasn't available for me emotionally and physically. I don't blame them. Like, it's like something that you have to heal from. It's something that you have to deal with. It's something that you have, like, to take a look at when you get older, because these wounds are gonna stay with you otherwise. For example, if you have like one parental figure that was physically or emotionally unavailable, or both, you most likely gonna like develop some kind of like abandonment wound, like abandonment, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection. And this person is kind of here to reflect that to you, group 1. But this goes both ways, right? If you come together in a relationship of any kind, then there's always stuff that these people learn from each other and mirroring each other. So there might be a problem on both sides here, and this relationship kind of comes in for you to show you what you can heal here, based on the wounds that you experienced as a child. So the orphan card also reminds you of, you know, taking time for yourself and really asking, you know, what is my inner child's, you know, wanting? What do I want to, like, what do I want to express here? Like, when we are children, we are very expressive, and we kind of lose that. Some people really lose this expression when they get older because they're trained to, you know, to not be this way, to not be this expressive. And with the dragonfly and the swan, they are both very creative energies here. Group 1, I think a good thing for you, or for your person, for you both to do, but you can start because it's gonna, like, your energy is always gonna be inspiring the people around you. You know, to get creative again, to sit down and you know, whatever you want to do, to write, to paint, to sing, to dance, whatever creative hobby you're preferring. It could help you to actually help your inner child express things that they want to express, and to start healing these wounds. Like, if you want to learn something about shadow work, I have a video about this on my channel, and I'm gonna do more videos, like also about the inner child. I should definitely do a video about this as well. This is a great point to start. And yeah, so basically, group 1, this connection is supposed to grow. It's supposed to heal. It's supposed to be successful in the end, and it's supposed to bring you two together. It's supposed to be a very healing relationship, a very beautifully healing relationship. And healing these wounds, like dealing with this childhood fears and wounds, definitely help you. It's gonna help you to access this kind of happiness that this connection is supposed to bring you, both of you. Group 1. So very, very beautiful reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, group 1, then make sure to hit the like button and check out my other tarot videos if you want to. I'm gonna link one for you over here. I read tarot every Saturday, and I also do other videos as well, like other content. I make music, I do a bit of entertainment, and I talk about spiritual topics like, you know, shadow work, like the law of attraction, and, you know, stuff like that. Astrology also. And yeah, for now, I wish you a wonderful day, group 1, and I hope to see you in another reading soon. Goodbye. Hello and welcome. If you chose this space pen and paper dice, this blue and blackish glittery one, then this is gonna be your group 2. I'm gonna put your dice to the side for now, and we're gonna take a look at your tarot and oracle cards. So for the tarot, which we're gonna have a look at first, this is like basically what I got for the question, like, what is the truth of the connection you're facing? Like, what is the truth about the connection with the person you're asking about, you know, that you have in mind? So the first card that came out for you, group 2, is the 9 of Wands. And we got the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. I'm so sorry for the terrible lighting, group 2, but it's gotten dark and this is the only time I can film this video, so bear with me. We have the 3 of Wands as your 4th card and the Queen of Pentacles as your last tarot card. Like, I hope you can still see the cards clearly, more or less. Yeah, we talk about the meanings anyway, so the pictures are not that important, right? Yeah, and so for your oracle cards, like the first question that I asked to draw of the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle was like, how is this person, like you and your person, how are you represented in this deck? Like, what is your relationship to each other? How do you relate to each other? Yeah, basically. And these are the 2 cards that I got. The first one is the Fire Ant, and the second one is the Deer. And then I pulled some cards of the Divine Masculine Archetype and Behavior deck to find out how your person is presenting themselves to you, or how this person is represented in this deck. Don't attach too much meaning to the word masculine here, to the archetype, because I only have this deck, and really, like in tarot, gender is not that important, so we all bear masculine and feminine energies, so your person could be a woman. It doesn't have to be a man. These are just the archetypes that you gotta pay attention here. So the first one that we got is Broken. Depressive, anxious, whiner, heartsick, longing, waiting, beggar, and victim. And the second one, hoping, eager, longing, suspense, excitement, expectation, and curious anticipation. Okay. And your last oracle card is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle deck. And this is where I ask, what is the truth of this connection? Like, what can you learn here? Why are you in this situation? Like, what is the lesson you can learn in that? For we got Kairos, actually. Kairos is like the definition of Kairos is like a great point in time, like a time for when it's best, like where you can accomplish things, more or less. So group 2, let's get into the tarot first. So I see that this situation that you might be in with this person that you had in mind might be quite complicated at the minute. I see some kind of conflict here, like some kind of confrontation, some kind of argument that might have arisen, but in any sense, like conflict in the wider sense, like in the wider meaning of it, because the Nine of Wands is usually talking about one person standing very strong in the face of conflict. So the two of you, whatever situation that this is, whatever relationship this is, you two definitely had some kind of conflict in the past, or some conflict that it's came up again recently, and you're not sure where you're standing right now. With the King of Cups here, this could be like an ex relationship. It could be an ex for you here, group 2, or it could be your current girlfriend or boyfriend, or like a current romantic partner. I just think that you two definitely have been some kind of entangled romantically recently, or like in the past. If not, then this is definitely someone who is romantically interested in you, definitely someone who cares a lot about you. But I think for most of you, this is an ex, group 2. With the spread, with the Page of Pentacles here, this could be like started as some kind of student relationship. So one possibility here, that you are a student and the person you've been asking about, like this relationship, is kind of placed in your institution of studies, or could even be a teacher that you're asking about. It could even be like some kind of authoritative figure, or it could just be that you two are kind of entangled, and you two go to the same school or to the same university. You have kind of the same studies. I think this connection, the truth of this connection, is actually to to teach you patience. But not like this sounds horrible, group 2, but to teach you patience, and to teach you that time is very important. Of when you meet people, sometimes it's wrong place, wrong time, sometimes it's right person, wrong time, sometimes it's the right time, wrong person. We get to that in a minute. But it's definitely the truth of this connection is that there's something that you gotta learn here, group 2. Something that you both have to learn here about love and about relationships in general. I think this connection is meant to broaden your horizon, like metaphorically expanding your vision, but it could also be like literally, like this connection is meant to make you move, or like there's some kind of travel involved in this connection, that's meant to bring you, like to turn you from the Page of Pentacles into a Queen of Pentacles, like to bring you a lot of stability, to ground you on yourself, and to bring you like physical abundance in some way. But we most likely are looking at a romantical relationship here, group 2, with the King of Cups. Most likely. Doesn't have to be, as I said. But when I'm looking at these two cards, like at the Fire End and the Deer, these are the two of you. Like one of you is the Deer, one of you is the Fire End, so to say. So I'm not sure which one you are. I'm just gonna say, like, the fire ant is fire energy, of course, right? And the fire ant is like talking about energies that it's this kind of attraction that leads us to the things that bring us out of balance rather to counter them, you know? Fire ants, they're very disciplined, they're very orderly, like they can follow orders precisely, they march in groups, they always have, like, all of them have the same vision, and they can attack. Like fire ants, they are seen as angry ants, you know. You see like a fire ant, you want to stay away from them because it is, you know, fire ant, they sound dangerous, but they kind of, they're very effective when it comes to work. And you know, the fire ant is always like, this energy is rising when there is some kind of gossip or some kind of drama that you can't look away from. It's like a car accident, you can't look away. And it's kind of reminding me that maybe one of you is involved in some kind of drama and some kind of conflict and some kind of public conflict. I also get this with the Nine of Wands here, so this might be the conflict we are talking about. And the other one is kind of here trying to be comforting. The deer is earth energy, and it's a very feminine earth energy. You see, like, this deer kind of radiates grace and beauty and calmness and peace. Deer energy also can come up when there's, like, you know, new cycle starting, new life. So I don't know if you guys are together, could be, it's gonna resonate for very few of you, could be that you guys have a child or together, you know, or that there may be a child on the way for both of you or for one of you in some way, but this is just like a bonus thing, so it doesn't have to be. The deers, you know, very, like, most nurturing in the stages of, no, when they just gave birth, they're very, very protective over their children. And yeah, but the thing is, when the D energy is out of balance, it can get overprotective. So we might be looking at the case of, you know, emotional unavailability here. So one person is involved in some kind of conflict, and the other person is kind of wanting to resolve this conflict, wanting to you know, nurture the other person, wanting to comfort the other person, but it's just, could be too much, or the other person is just kind of stepping back, you know, kind of not letting the other person help, you know. And there's like a this doesn't mean that there is no love here. Love or deep emotions are definitely here, but it's kind of just wrong timing. It's really just about the timing with Kairos. Kairos, when you think about time, it's relative, right? We learned that time is relative. Sometimes time goes really fast, sometimes time goes really slow. Sometimes we're stuck in a moment with someone and we have deep conversation and time just flows, then time just flies by, or time just stops. And this is what Kairos is talking about, you know, divine timing, that there's actually you know, a time flow, and it's not the same for all of us, and it's not the same with every person. So this is why, you know, divine timing is a thing. You know, that there might be a person coming in and it's just the wrong timing somehow, and there's a lesson to learn here. These two cards, when I asked, you know, Spirit, like, how is this person represented here, with broken and hoping, I think this connection could, you know, have caused you or caused your person or both of you like a lot of pain. Like this happens when one of people in the relationship is emotionally unavailable, just not able to open up emotionally or to open up like at all, because they're kind of stuck in some other kind of conflict that they have to resolve. Then the other person feels left out, right? They feels rejected, like the deer cannot nurture this person, so they don't know how to go about this energy, because like deers are usually healers, right? If you have healing energy, you want to help other people, and it kind of makes you sick if you see other people suffer, if you can't help them. But if this is like an unbalanced energy, like an unhealthy energy, it can get painful for the both of you, because the deer here is kind of in this stage of not able to step forward, not able to step backward, just being in the state of longing and hoping for things to work out, for this person to finally get back to them and open up. But as I see that this person is represented here, like your person is represented as hoping and broken, kind of implies that you are the one that is stuck in this conflict, or that, you know, is kind of busy right now. It doesn't have to be. It could also mean that your person is, you know, just kind of appearing to you as broken. And this is why you get into this deep energy of trying to help them, trying to nurture them. So it could be either way here. Just take it as it resonates. If you are the deer or the fire, and one of you is the fire and one of you is the deer, and it, like, roles can be reversed here, obviously. So the truth of this connection, group 2, is that it really might be a timing thing here. So this connection is definitely here to teach you that. Either that you gotta sit back and wait for things to change, you know, for things to turn out differently for this person, so they can actually, so they're free mentally and emotionally to open up to you, or to, you know, to bring this connection further. Or it's just, you know, right now this person is not for you because it's a timing thing. It's just not the right timing right now. Or it could just teach you to you know, to wait for the perfect timing. It's definitely divinely guided. I also said this in group 1, but with Kairos it's definitely about divine timing. And I really see you, like, you could be an earth sign, group 2, with the D and the Page of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn we're talking here. You could have those in your big 3, like in your moon or rising sign placement, or, you know, as your sun sign. But you don't have to, right? This is just an assumption. For you, this is a lesson, group 2. The truth of this connection, this is a lesson for you. It's here to you know, get you out of the waiting stage and into the doing stage. The Page of Pentacles is like, not really a curious energy. It's it's someone who, it's literally like a student, you know, studying things, learning new things, opening up your horizon, like learning. It's basically about learning. And yes, that may be someone that you really loved, that you had deep emotions for, but right now they can't, you know, they can't give you that love. They can't give you what you expect. They can't give you what you want, because they have other things that they have to take care about. There's like something that is not in alignment here. And this is why the timing is not right for you guys. But it doesn't have to mean that the timing is never gonna be right. It's just not right now, you know. And for you, it's very important to take this lesson and to grow from it, group 2. Like, there's a very beautiful possibility here, like an opportunity for you to grow. If this involves travel, like if you are thinking about moving recently, then this is definitely a sign to do it, because it's gonna teach you a lot, and it's gonna help you, you know, step into your own power again, and to bring in abundance for you, group 2. I think it's really more about getting back to yourself and you know, drawing your energy back in, like not taking it all out and trying to help every other person here, all the other people around you. It's really about, you know, taking this energy and trying to heal yourself, trying to help yourself, because, you know, only if you give this love to yourself first, you can give it to others as well, because we can't give what we don't have, right, group 2. So this connection is definitely a lesson for you to learn. Yeah, I think that's all what I have for you, group 2. If you like this reading, then make sure to hit the like button. If you don't think that this is the right pile for you, you're very welcome to go back and choose another one. I do tarot videos every Saturday. Don't mind the siren. This happens like every other hour here in my town. Just ignore it. As I said, every Saturday I'm gonna link one for you over here. You can check it out if you want. I do other content as well. I make some music, I do entertainment and like spiritual topics, healing, law of attraction, also astrology. I started a series on that, so if you want to check it out, you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And for now, I wish you a wonderful day, group 2, and hope to see you in another reading soon. Goodbye. Hello and welcome. If you chose this third, actually pretty normal looking pen and paper dies, this transparent one with the black splashes of something in it, then this is gonna be your reading, group 3. I'm gonna put your dice over here for now. I'm so sorry for the lighting. You have to forgive me for the lighting because it's late at night. There's no other way I can film this video. I haven't had time at all, but I'm sure we can make it work. So I'm gonna show you the tarot cards first that I pre-shuffled for you, group 3. The first card that came out for you as an answer to the question what this connection that you have in mind like is about or was about, what's the truth of the connection. The Page of Swords was the first card that came out for you here. Then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. The World card. Interesting. Major arcana in the middle of your spread. Then we've got the Fool, another major arcana. And we got the Ace of Wands as your final tarot card. Interesting. So moving on, group 3, I ask Spirit about how you, the person that you are in this situationship or relationship or connection with, how you two are like relating to each other, how you both, like how are you represented in this kind of connection. Like 2 cards for the both of you. First one that came out is the Phoenix. It's actually very beautiful. 3, and we got the Frog, and we got a very annoying fly. Go away. Go away. Thanks. Okay. Then I asked Spirit, group 3, how the person that you're asking about, how is he like presenting themselves to you, or how are they represented in this divine masculine archetype behavior deck. And don't get too attached to the gender here, to the masculine, because we all carry masculine and feminine energies in us. So this is not meant to be, just relating to men. So if your person is a woman, it applies as well. Just it's really about the archetypes and not about just the masculine. Okay. So the first card that came out for you was the Attorney. Justice, helper, perfection, fairness, mind, perspective, stubborn, truth teller, ethics, and moral. You can't see that, but this fly is now flying around my nose. Do you know that, group 3, like when flies are getting so penetrating but you can catch them. Confusion is the last like the second card that came out for you in this deck. Bewildered, unclear, questioning, despair, defeat. What? This is the second card from this deck. And your last oracle card is from the Wild Unknown Archetype Oracle deck. And this was the answer to the last question that I asked about what you can learn from this connection. Like, what is the lesson here? What is the truth here? What is this all about? Like, what is the reason that this situation happened to you? Like, why are you in this situation? And the card that came out for you is the Gem. I believe it's the number 56 correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 56, the gem. Very beautiful, group 3. So what I'm seeing here, I hope you're not too distracted by this reflection here. It's just the ring light is in a very fragile position right now. And I got the fly. You're not gonna annoy me anymore. So, group 3, about your connection, the truth of this connection. I can see why you've been asking about this, because I think this connection, whatever situationship you're in, has caused you a lot of pain, group 3. And this might have started out as like a pretty light connection, like a pretty, you know, no strings attached, no, like nothing too deeply emotional here. Like I don't think it was like a person that you've been with romantically. I mean, it could be, but I don't see that from your spread here. Like I don't see that being a love relationship. At least this is not the focus of your reading. What I can see is with a Page of Swords, come here, with a Page of Swords here, group 3, that, you know, you two might have met studying the same thing, or you might have just been having the same interests when this connection started. It seems like a connection that's been in the past. Like with the Phoenix here, I think your person might be someone from your past. Could be an ex as well, but as I said, like I don't see like the focus on a love relationship here. I just think that you two, like, comes off as, you know, shared interests, shared studies, maybe this kind of connection where you know, at least one of you was studying or one of you was learning, maybe one of you was teaching even. Could be like one of you was a teacher here, the other one was the student. This is pretty general, but I think overall the truth of this connection is that you were meant to be led to some kind of truth here in the middle that I'm gonna talk about in a minute. This person, group 3, they are here in your life for a special reason. They're here to kind of, you know, get you to a completely new beginning in your life, a completely new stage in your life. With the World card here being in the center of your spread, I think this is what it's all about, like completing an old cycle, starting something new. Also with the Fool, that is literally the card 0, like the first card in the traditional tarot. It's always about, you know, starting completely new, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, just throwing yourself into the new. And I think this is the truth of this connection. This is what was supposed to be happening. Don't see if it's already happened, group 3. Maybe you've been, you know, wondering about what was supposed to happen. I think wherever you are right now in this kind of journey, this is the end, like this new beginning, you starting something completely new with the Fool and the Ace of Wands here. I think it's some kind of project that you do for your own. Like this could be anything from a business, you know, starting your own business, leaving a job, like you know, going after a new venture, like going after a dream of yours, trying to maybe, you know, go after creative job opportunity, or, you know, get self-employed and go into the arts department, something like that. There's like some kind of new project that you gotta start for yourself, and it's connected to this gem card. And the truth of this connection was that this person, they may have hurt you, or you may have been hurt in this connection a lot, group 3, maybe even more than you kind of admitting to yourself. But this person has a very, very special meaning to you. And I see that with the Phoenix card here, I said that these two cards were meant to represent both of you in this connection. I see the Phoenix as, you know, being a person. Of course, roles can be reversed if so, then just, adjust the meaning. But I see that as being the card representing the person that you are in this situationship or relationship with. The phoenix being, talking about transformation, talking about reincarnation, talking about clearing of old karma, of, creating something new. The phoenix is always the bird that's rising from the ashes. If you know Harry Potter, you know this, but also in the old legends, like the phoenix is the creature that rises from the ashes. It's the one that can, it's not that dies and then, comes back to life, like regenerates, reincarnates. This is a very beautiful card, group 3, and it holds this kind of fire energy that I see in the Ace of Wands here, and that I see in the gem. This person, they might have been there to end like an old cycle for you and to get you to reincarnate, not literally, but to, reinvent yourself in that life. I think there might have been an ending here. If you were in a relationship with this person, I don't think that you are anymore. I think if so, then this would be an ex. It's definitely someone either from your past or someone that made you end like a thing that's now in your past, like an old cycle, as I said. Something is definitely in the past here, and this person had a hand in this. At least they kind of were there to show you that something was not meant for you anymore. In this scenario, you'd be represented by the frog. Frog is water energy, by the way, so maybe you are a water sign, group 3, talking Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio here, or maybe you have this in your big 3, your moon, sun, or rising sign, but you don't have to, of course. I also see a lot of fire energy here. The frog is a very sensitive creature, and it's kind of connected not only to water but also to earth. The frog spends like the beginning of its life in the water completely, and then somehow like one day they kind of get out of the water and become more earthly, but they still have to go back to the water to kind of rejuvenate their energies, to kind of nourish themselves. And the frog they drain very easily, these spirits, and they often forget to take care of themselves and to nourish themselves. Like the frog tends to carry more weight than they actually can or have to. So this person might have made you aware of that you have been maybe even rejecting your own needs, rejecting the things that you need in your life, emotional needs, physical needs. Could be that this person got you out of a job, for example. So maybe you've been stuck in a job that you didn't like, or that didn't resonate with you anymore, that just drained you to the point where you're like hit rock bottom, and this person was there to kind of open your eyes and say, this is not for you, you gotta start something else. And you quit your job, or you were supposed to quit your job and start something completely new here with the Fool and the World and the Ace of Wands. With the Attorney and confusion being here, group 3, this person was definitely here to bring some kind of balance to your life. This connection is meant to bring you back on track. This person might have presented themselves to you as someone who's very clear, who's very blunt with their words. Also with the Page of Swords, the Swords suit has this characteristic, this air energy is very blunt, very clear, very strategic, and they say what they mean. They're very clear about what they want and what they want to tell you. So they might have opened your eyes to a truth that you didn't want to see. And I mean, saying the truth and accepting the truth, this can be very hard, group 3. I see that with the Ten of Swords here. Like Ten of Swords is really hitting rock bottom, and it might have confused you a lot. group 3. Whatever this person did or whatever they put you through, I mean, maybe you even blamed them for the pain that you felt. Maybe it was so hard for you that you kind of projected the self-rejection onto them. You know, you felt rejected by them or you felt abandoned by them. But it's actually about, you know, yourself rejecting yourself by staying in this kind of, you know, sick situation, by staying in these old cycles that didn't serve you and that hurt you. But I see that you might be confused by this connection, group 3, because it's so important, it's so very meaningful, but you can't really make out the meaning of it. So this is, I think, why this confusion card is here. Or maybe it's even telling you that, you know, this person might be confused by you. Maybe they saw you and they met you and just thought that you are hurting and that you are stuck in this, whatever this situation was. It could even be a relationship that was toxic or unhealthy, or that became unhealthy with time, and this person was confused how you could do that to yourself. They were just, and then, you know, they opened their mouth and told the truth, and it hurt you. Group 3, whatever it was, this person kind of was supposed to open your eyes. This is the thing that was meant to happen here, and I think it did happen. And the whole reason for it to happen, group 3, we can see in this card here with 56. I hope that's 56. I'm gonna embarrass myself. With the gem here, the gem is talking about, you know, our very own, very special passion, you know, the thing that makes us passionate, the thing that drives us, the thing that is our core. You know, we are what we love. And the gem is always found in very, you know, not toxic, no, I don't want to say that, but it's always found in a surrounding that is not fitting for the gem. You know, when you think about diamonds, they are made of coal. So when you think of coal, it's not really, no, it's not that, how you say that, you don't, the coal is not really fitting the diamond, but the diamond is found inside this very thing. So the gem is always found in the darkest places, and it's always found within. We can, you know, we can maybe compare it with a sense of living, you know, the reason why we do what we do, the reason why we are how we are, why we do what we love. The gem is what drives us. The gem is our core being. For a talented musician who is just there to make music, it might be the music, for example. So to be very, very blunt here, group 3. So this connection was meant to open your eyes up to your gem, you know, to make you actually actively seek for that passion, to actively open your eyes to what you want and what you need, so you can end these old karmic cycles, to get out of your past, leave that behind, you know, let go of this pain, and to step into something new, you know, to create this abundance for you that you have been lacking, to follow your gem, to follow your passions, your visions. And this person, you know, without them, you might have never actually opened your eyes to it. This was very necessary, even it was painful. This connection was meant to find you, because you weren't ready to take that step yourself. You were, I don't know if you were scared, group 3, but you've been kind of this rug carrying other people's baggages, and you're not going back to the water. You've kind of been stuck to the earth. And yeah, this phoenix was kind of here to, you know, pick you up from the earth and throw you back into the water. like a phoenix, you know, raises from the ashes. They kind of, you've been raised from the earth and thrown back into the water. You know, to dive deep and to find your gem, group 3. I think this is a very beautiful thing to experience, even if it's hard. I've known this from experience, like people who come into our lives to, teach us a very painful lesson. We might resent them for a while, but, they always bring up things that we've tried to hide, even from ourselves, like triggers, old wounds that might have been, buried deep inside us, but they actually healing them and seeing them and dealing with them, they lead us to our own truth. They lead us to this gem. So I think in the end, group 3, even if you are hurt now, even if you are confused right now, in the end you will be very thankful for this connection to ever happen. And I think it's really not about if this was a love interest or not, or if this is an ex or not, or a current relationship. It's really about the thing that it's gonna bring you, the thing that it's teaching you. And this is the important thing about it, group 3. Yeah. So this is what I have for you. I hope you like this reading, group 3. If so, make sure to hit the like button. I would love, for you to like it. If you don't think it was a pile, then feel free to go back and choose another one if you want to. I do tarot videos every Saturday. I'm gonna link one for you over here to check out if you want. I do other content as well, like music, entertainment, and I talk about, spiritual stuff like healing and law of attraction. Definitely something you can check out if you want. For now, I wish you a wonderful day, group 3, and I hope to see you in another reading soon.